Welcome back. Today's tutorial is the belt. So we're going to be bending this bad boy. Hopefully you've got your webbing and your elastics. So if you remember from the earlier ones, it was 2-inch white webbing, 1.5-inch white elastic. So we're going to start with heating the ABS up for the belt so we can start bending it round here. What you'll need is a trusty heat gun with some decent settings on it, not one that just blows hot, because some of them get really hot. And what we're going to do one section at a time, just heat it up, and once it's just soft enough, we'll bend it into position, then hold it there whilst it cools down, then move on to the other end, do that, and so on, as you'll see. So here goes. So as you can see, I'm evenly heating it. I'm not holding it onto the plastic because it will melt it. We give it a quick test. Still quite hard, that. Still quite hard at the moment, but if you notice, I'm going past it as I'm heating it, so I'm not holding it on there for too long. It's actually going past and back down again, past it, back up and down. Just don't hold it on any part of the plastic for too long, because you'll just overheat one part of it. Quick test. Still quite hard. Okay, so now if you watch it now, pull it around my stomach slightly, create a bend. Nothing too drastic. So that's the first bend. So we're going to repeat that on the other end in a moment. So there's still a bit of flexibility in it, so if you do it slightly too big for yourself, don't worry about it. You don't have to get it to your exact frame, because once you've got the belt on, it'll just pull tight. Next side. You'll notice when you're heating it up, just keep testing it every so often. At the moment, it won't budge at all. When you start feeling a little bit of play, it's ready to move. So if you go past that stage, it'll probably start to droop. So just when you start feeling a little bit of play, it's really close to being able to pull it around the corner, as it were. So I've done exactly the same with that side. Just let it cool down. Okay. Now that's two sides done. And same with the other side. As you can see, making a nice little arch. Let that cool down for a moment. Perfect. Okay, next. You've got your 3mm rivets and some washers. We're going to attach the belt, the ends of the belt, there, like so. So we'll find the centre of that plastic and we'll drill a 3mm hole in it. Sandpaper. Clean any burrs up with a scalpel. Right then, so we're going to start making the belt the right size to fit one. So what you need to do is not go by your jean size, because if you're anything like me, my belly size is slightly bigger than my jean size, just slightly, like about an inch or so. So if you're a 34-inch jeans and your belly is slightly bigger, I'd suggest measuring yourself, say around your belly button, right round. Right, so we're going to make this for someone with a 41-inch waist. So what we need to do, well, I know that this is 22 inches, so all I have to do is deduct the front section off 41. So 22 off 41 leaves us with 19 inches. So I need to make this belt 19 inches. Okay, and with you wearing your undersuit and maybe a t-shirt as well, I throw an extra inch on, and it seems to work. So we're going to do it at 20 inches. So I'll find a center point, which is smack bang there. Okay. And I said 20, didn't I? So smack bang, 10 inches. So I'll put a mark at the end of there. And I'll go from there to the 20 inches. Okay, then we'll just pop a hole in. So now I've popped the holes in, we're about ready to attach it. Let's get a rivet in, like so. Pop her through. Washer on the back. And your trusty rivet gun. There's one side. With the webbing, I'd rather throw some glue there as well, just in case you end up pulling the washer and the rivet through whilst you're doing some robust trooping. So let's get some glue on it also as well. Okay, so I've placed some glue inside. Another one to make sure you do, because you've obviously got this pre-made belt, make sure you've got it the right way up so you can put your elastic through there. You could spend all your time concentrating on these ends and get it upside down. You don't want to do that. Other side. And also, if you end up losing a bit of weight, it's not a problem, because you can just make the belt smaller. Just drill it out and smaller belt. You can drill it out and send the belt further around. Simple as that. Right then guys, so there you go, one belt. So like so. Now for the drop boxes. Need 4 of these parachute clips. They're not functional, they're just going to slide onto it. Like so. Simple as that. Then the drop box. I've sent it through like that. Now when you're doing it, if you want, you can give it a snip. Find out exactly where it needs to be on you, then give it a snip and glue it down. The reason I do it like that is because if you're taller or shorter, you might want to lengthen it. So I'm just giving you a bit of extra, you know, when I build a kit. Well, when I build a commission, should I say. But if you get it in kit form, by all means, you can just cut it and glue it in there once you've decided exactly where you need it. Because how you'd have it is probably about an inch gap once finished. So you don't want it dangling down there or dead tight to it, about an inch gap, and that'll be fine. So when we send them out to customers, they'll end up coming to their houses like that, and they can snip it if they like. But generally, when it's like that, it is about an inch gap anyway. So now you know. So now we've got that. Right, so I'm going to pop it into the centre of the belt. Right then, so now I've got it through, just going to glue it there, like so. There's one side built. Right now, let's repeat it on the other side. This bit will be sped up, I should think. glue this side. If you notice, the parachute clips, I've got the black line on them pointing down. I don't think it really matters. I've seen one that was used on screen, and one was that way up, and the other one was the other way up. So I think it's entirely up to you which way you want to put them. So there you go, scatter belt done. Voila! Shalom.